Hi, and welcome. My name is June, and thank you so much for joining me today for today's 30-minute session. This balance and flexibility session is going to focus on a total body stretch mixed with some active flexibility and balance moves, leaving you feeling strong, centered, and refreshed. We will also have an optional sit to stand segment at the very end. Your option is whether you want to remain seated or take the standing movement. We won't move. We'll just do the standing movements to encourage more flexibility in and extension in your hip flexors. For this session, you will need a squishy ball, kind of squishy ball. If you don't have a squishy ball, a small round pillow, round pillow will work, as well as maybe a towel rolled up. That would work as well. And your water, trusty water, because we always want to remain hydrated. So with that, I'm ready to get started. So we'll begin by sitting on our chair, and we'll sit at the very front edge of the chair with your feet planted firmly on the ground. It's a rainy day here in Colorado. We have had rain for the past couple of days, and it's so nice to meet with you today and allow some sunshine to come into our hearts and our bodies to make us feel really, really good. So again, feet flat on the ground. We're going to begin with a simple warm-up by just taking some shoulder rolls. Let's begin with that by shrugging the shoulders up one at a time. And as we're doing the shoulder shrug, I want you to think about what's going on in your torso. Can you feel your abdominal muscles pulling in? Do you feel that your body is sitting nice and tall? So we want to keep that awareness throughout the workout so that we can maintain postural awareness in everything that we do. We go both shoulders this time. Reach. Nice. Notice how I'm pushing my shoulders away as much as I'm pushing into my ears. Nice. Now let's do a little dynamic flow. When I say flow, let's not even use the arms. Let's just rock side to side. So I'm going to call this a body sway. So if I want to push my hands down and up, I get a little bit of balance challenge even in the chair. 4 more. Here's 1. Nice. And then 2, 3, 2 more here. And then let's move into a flow. Let's take the left arm across and pull. So I'm just kind of like stirring the pot in a way, right? Just taking a big handle and stirring it around. 2 more. Comes 1. And then 2, same thing on the other side. Here we go, reach. Across and back, across and back. Just flowing, it should feel good. These type of movements that we're doing allow us to warm up the fluids that are inside the joints of all of our bodies. We're gonna do 2 more here. Here we go, 2, last one, nice. Now watch my change. Both hands come up. I'm gonna take one hand like this and one hand like this, like I'm holding a ball. I'm gonna come to the side, twist my body, then make a switch. Come back here, it's like I'm holding something between my hands. Notice how it feels like you're pivoting on your chair as you're going side to side. And again, perfect. Now this time, watch my right hand, my thumb is up, my other thumb is just to the side. It's like I'm rubbing my hand, the top hand, against water or along a surface. We go here, this is very much what I call Tai Chi inspired. And we really have to think about it because I'm watching my hands to make sure that I'm getting a gentle flowing motion. Let's go one more time, and I'm letting my eyes follow because that allows me to create what we call eye tracking at the same time. Last one to the right and then last one to the left. Here we go, right here. Take it out. Bring your feet together. Let's do a step tap. Step tap, just a little step tap. Side to side. Now notice, I'm not placing the heel on the floor. I'm taking a just soft tap, side to side. Now I can even slow this down to focus on the step, the pull together, the step, pull together. So when I go slower, it doesn't mean always that it's less intense. It means to me more focus, right? Now I'm letting my hands go. So that means I have more of a balanced challenge. Great. 1 more each way. Hands are going to stay right where they are. We're going to come to the center. Both hands, we're going to reach and pull. Reach and pull. Now I'm trying to keep my body very stable now. Or I shouldn't say body, my torso. 2 more here. Reach out. Reach and pull. Now same thing to the side. Reach out like you're creating the W letter. 4 more. Here's 4. And then 3. Then we're going to break this down. We're going to go 4 reaches in the front and 4 reaches to the side. Are you ready? Here we go. 4 to the front. Here's 4. Pull in like I'm going to grab something and pull it back. 2 more. Reach. Nice. Then take your hand to that letter W. Side. Out. And a W. And 2. I'm going to do something called pyramiding here. I'm going to pyramid down. So we just did 4. Let's do 2 in the front. Reach 1 and back. And we do 2 to the side. Then we're going to pyramid down again. So what does that mean? Just 1 each way. Here we go. Reach front. Reach front. Reach side. Good. Reach front. Reach side. Last one here. Reach front. Then side. Perfect. Heels of your hands on your chair. Alternate your heel lifts with a little pumping action of your torso, but maintain a nice open chest where your shoulder blade muscles or the muscles surrounding the shoulder blades are pulling back. We've got 4. Nice. And 3. Hear that little change? We're going to start to begin to move into another section in a moment. Both heels at the same time lift. Now toes and lift. Hear that nice little flow? So we'll be moving into our next section, which would involve the legs. Still warming up. Now we've been warming up the torso here, right? And we're warming up the ankle joint. We're going to progress to warm up the legs with a little knee lift. Let's take the right knee first. Right and lower. Left and lower. Now think of exhaling and lower. Exhale and lower. Now think about also pushing the foot down, like you're pushing through mud, so we get a little activation through the back of the leg as well. Watch my change. Right leg. I'm going to take it up, out, in. Join me on the left. Lift, out, in, lower. Right leg lift, out, in, and lower, and the left. Lift. We've got a little abduction going on here, right? Push that leg to the ground. Another set. Lift, out, and in, and push down, and lift, and out, and in. 1 more to the right and left. Here we go. Exhale, lift. Sit nice and tall. 1 more time here, lifting up and out. Watch my change. Right leg, little circle, circle. I'm doing this very slow, kind of like a knee lift. Then go the other direction now. I'm sure you know that your hip joint does more than just go up and down at your hip. You have a ball and socket joint, so it also gets to circle. Let's try the left leg. Here we go. Lift and circle 4 times. 2, nice. This actually feels good, doesn't it? Nice strong core this takes. Now reverse your circle, but the other way. Notice how sometimes I take my hands off the chair. That gives me a balance, maybe just one, a balance challenge. Lovely, you got it. Watch my change. Roll the shoulders back. And shoulders, nice. 1 more, we're getting ready to do some side bends. So now scoot back in your chair a little bit. So a little side bend. Side here, I'm gonna start with the first one with no hands. Then we're going to stay on one side, taking your left hand to your temple. Let's stay this way. Sorry, this way, right side. And lift up, my fault. Had a little brain, whatever, right there, here we go. And then lift, 2 more. Exhale as you lift. Now, notice this, notice how my hip came up? We want to avoid that. We want to keep the hip still. So only go as far as you can go and reach down, switch. Same thing on other side. Reach and lift up. And again, and then reach and come back. This should feel good. Can you feel that warm up? So we're getting a bit of increase in flexibility here. It increases in range of motion, but we're also still warming up a little bit here. Nice job. Hands right here or hands here. Widen your stance. So scoot a little bit more forward. We're going to combine a little bit of a twist with a step out. So take your hands on your thighs, so one hand on your side, the other on the chair. Take a twist, twist. Bring the leg back to the center. Here we go. We step, we twist, we come back, come in. We step, we twist, we come back, and as I twist, I'm taking a look over my right shoulder. Back, and again, one last time. Lovely. Perfect. Now bring the left leg in a little bit. Same thing here, but this right leg is still out to the side. Here we go. We step and twist. Return and bring the leg back. We step, twist, come back and bring it in, not all the way, just partially. Twist. Now notice how I have my hand on this other leg, so it gives me a little support here as well. But also, when I push with my hand into the thigh, it allows me to lift my heart a little better. And back, we have one last one here. Out and twist. Nice. Bring it back together. And both feet on the ground, roll the shoulders back. Now, take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, breath out. Focus on your breath. Another inhale. Now we're going to start to do a little bit of nice stretching in a dynamic fashion. What does that mean? I'm not going to hold this stretch for a long period of time. I'm going to take it through a nice, slow, and controlled movement. So nice and tall, head drops to your left side, and then up to your right side. Drop, feel that stretch, bring it right back up. So this is an active, dynamic stretch for your neck. Side, and then lift. I love this song, it's just so pretty. Side. Now, watch my change for this first one. I'm going to turn my head, drop and circle to the center, and then I'm going to lift it up. You ready to join me? We'll do that again. Here we go. Here we go. Take your head to the left, drop and circle to the center, lift your head up and hold, and make sure those shoulders are down. Same thing again, same side. Look, circle down, lift the head and reset your shoulders. Can we do the right side 2 times? Same thing, here we go. Right side, turn, drop the chin to the center, and then lift your eyes, shoulders. Roll back, one more on this side. Here we go. Drop, oops, return. Sorry, not a drop, that's my fault. Come all the way down. We'll do that one again just because I messed that one up. Here we go. Roll the shoulders. So we first look right, drop the chin towards the chest, roll. Look back to the center, roll the shoulders back. Nice job, that was awesome. So now we take our left arm in front of our body and we take the left hand right on top of the shoulder on your right side. Your right hand comes to the outside of your elbow, lift the elbow a teeny bit and then bring it across so that the elbow's in the center of your body. You start to feel a stretch in that shoulder. Now if I take this arm and straighten it out and grab the wrist now, keeping the left shoulder down, bring it across your body, hold. Good, now take that left hand, bring it back to the shoulder, grab the outside of the elbow again and pull it across. Notice I'm trying to keep my torso forward, but it turns just a little. Release, how about the other side, right? Right hand on the shoulder, left hand on the top of the elbow. Bring it across and hold. Find that stretch. Beautiful. Now, let's straighten the arm like we did on the other side. Straighten it. Take your hand, left hand, grab the wrist, pull it across and drop the shoulder. Feel that a little bit more. Nice. Now, that right hand comes back to the shoulder, right? Right here. And we lift to the center and lift up a little bit, keeping that right shoulder down. Very nice. That was great. Come back to the center. Take your left elbow, bend it, right? Take the hand and just fingers tap the shoulder. Take the hand about the middle of the arm, sit tall, and then raise the arm. What you're doing is stretching your tricep, right? Hold. Release it down. Do it again. Lift, up and hold. Notice we're not holding too long here. Bring it down. We have one more here, 3 times total. Lift. Great. You ready to do the other side? Same thing. Bend your elbow. Take your hand above the elbow joint. Raise the arm up. Hold. And then lower. That was 1. We have 3, right? So we're stretching up again. Hold. Nice. And release. Lovely. One last one. Here we go. Lift. Nice. Perfect. So now we're going to take our right leg and extend it out to the side, just like this. Just let it rest on the ground. Then we're going to take both hands right here for a moment and push away to sit nice and tall. Great. So in this position now, my right hand is going to go on my temple. And while my right hand is on my temple, my left arm is going to reach down, drop the shoulders, and pull this elbow open a little bit. Sinking into this hip, I'm pushing into this hip as I stretch in this direction. Nice stretch. And then bring it back. Let's do 2 more of these. Are you ready? Stretch, stretch. And come back. You can always put your hand here if you'd like, but I want you to get a nice lat stretch, so reaching the fingers long can help. Let's do 1 more, so we've done a total of 4. We want to remember that for the other side. Great. Nice. So, switching. Pull the leg in. The other leg goes out. Now my left hand goes to my temple, and the right hand is going down. Remember to anchor that hip. Here we go, 4 times. Stretching. 1. And pull back. 3 more. Here comes 2. Bring it back. 2 more. Here comes 3. And 1 last one coming up. Stretch. Another change of music. Bring your feet together now. And in this one, we're going to stretch the forearms. This is the last stretch for this section as we move on to some other stretches as well. Place your hands together as in a prayer pose. Drop your shoulders. And we gently press the palms together. Not too hard, just gently. Now drop your shoulders and allow your heart to lift towards the ceiling by pulling the shoulder blades towards one another, right? So now we just bring the bottom part of your hands, the heels of your hands down until you start to feel that wrist and the forearm stretch. And then release. We're going to do 4 of those. That was 1. Here we go. Down, press. Notice the same action we're taking dynamically. So we're getting the opportunity not to hold the stretches too long, but to allow us to feel the stretches and move through them. Nice. Moving on. Let's take a quick water break though. So grab your water. Take a sip. If you need another sip, take another one as I set you up for this next move. So your feet are still about hip width apart at a narrow stance. What I'd like you to do is to turn the right palm forward. Now separate your feet just a little bit, just so you have a better base of support. We're going to take the right arm up and take the left hand right on the chest. And I want you to pull that arm back, and I want you to feel how that opens up your chest. And you feel that? My palm is facing forward, the thumb is up, and come back and forward 4 times. 2. And then 3. Reach back. Oh my gosh, doesn't that feel good? 1 more time. Feel stretch. Just go to the point that you feel that stretch, nothing more. Same thing on the other side. So, palm faces forward. Left hand goes on that chest, right? So you want to feel the opening, reaching the arm up. Thumbs open that chest. Now keep the shoulders down. Consistently being able to feel the muscles surrounding the shoulder blades opening up. Good. We have 2 more here. Pull back. I love this one. It just feels so good. This is getting us ready for our next stretch, which is what I call the Titanic. If you've taken a session from me before, I've done this in one of my other sessions. We will bring our legs a little closer together, and we will sit back just a little bit because we're now aiming to reach for the back of the chair. So palms reach for the back of the chair. My thumbs move out towards the side. Shoulders down. Now pull the abdominal muscles in. This is important because we get a mild back extension here. So I want you to lift your rib cage towards the ceiling, your breastbone towards the ceiling, and pull the shoulder blades together. Now you feel even more of that stretch. The arms are lower than in the last stretch that we did. The arms were a little higher. So we're going to feel this a little bit differently and release. And again, open up and hold. Pull those abs in. Make sure this is being controlled without allowing the belly to just droop forward. Pull the abdominals as if your belly button was moving towards your spine. Release. Let's do 1 more. Open up. Doesn't that feel good? Great. Now release. Take your hands to the side of your chair and take a breath. And as you exhale, keep this lifted, but roll your tailbone under you. Feel the abdominal muscles contract, but keep this lifted and then sit up tall. Good. It's as if your tailbone was tucking beneath you. Great. We have 1 more. And after this, we're going to bring in the ball. Great. So I want you to grab your ball. Place the ball behind your back, right between your shoulder blades, and then push yourself back that you can feel the ball there. It gives you some nice support, but also it's forces you to wiggle a little bit, which means you're creating an unstable surface for your body to rest on. So we're going to move into a rib cage slide with your feet on the floor. We're going to shift our ribs to one side, but I'm keeping my right hip down as I'm going left. Now I'm going right, and I'm keeping my left hip down. So this time I'm going to take one arm with me, reach, and bring it back. Same thing on the other side, reach side, and then bring it back, nice. Now try this one, reach forward, and then roll to the side. Bring it back forward, then bring it back and release. Same thing on this side. We ready? Reach forward, shift it side, come back center, and release. Other side, reach forward. Here we go. Reach forward, arm goes side, reach side, coming back, and release last time on the right. Right arm forward, open, shift, lovely. Come back and release, roll the shoulders back, nice. One more time, lovely. With the heels of your hands at the side of your chair, bend your elbows softly, then push to a straight arm as you lift your heart. Bend your elbows to release it. One more time, straighten the arms as best as you can, dropping your shoulders, and release. Feel that nice stretch, open heart. Yes, now I'm going to walk my hands to my thighs, and I'm going to press from my back into the ball, but then lift my heart even more, looking to the ceiling, finding that nice openness, and then take the left arm and the right arm, hold it there, looking towards the ceiling, or I should say where the ceiling meets the wall. That's a better cue. And then come back down, nice. Take the ball from behind your back, and let's start in a narrow stance. Place the ball right here. So what we're going to do is create a little circle here. So I'm going to reach the arms out to the side, feel the stretch, come all the way to the other side, pulling my elbow back and coming back to the center. As I pull my elbow back, I get a really nice stretch in the torso. Right now we're going slow. We will pick up the pace, but not by much. Here we go, bring it in front of you. Are we ready? Here comes that pace picker upper. 1, and then back. Swing it back, swing. And then forward, so I got that little hold in there. Swing and hold. Come back center, swing and hold, swing. Come back center, one more, swing and hold. Now from here, let's go into what I call a stir the pot. Watch. Now we're going to stir the pot. I'm letting my eyes follow the ball so I get a little traction, eye tracking. Now, other side, to the right, like I'm stirring the pot. Stir. Now, if you're doing this with a nice range of motion, you start to feel what's going on in the torso. Reverse this again. Circle around. 1, nice. 2, other way, here we go. Circle, last one. Oh my gosh, I love that one. That feels good. I feel that all over my body, and I hope you're feeling that as well. We're going to take that ball, place it off to the side, take another quick drink of water, right? Always need to refresh. And then we're going to slide a little bit more forward on our chair, moving into stretching the lower half of the body. Let's take your right leg and pull it back towards the chair. Right now, push into that heel, and immediately you start to feel a little bit in your calf stretch, right? Now, if you feel this too much in your knee, slide that leg a little bit forward, right? But only if you're feeling it in your knee. Push into the heel, hold it there. Now, hands on both thighs, hinge forward. Keep your heart lifted and push that heel as you're lifting the toe, and release the toe and come back. Push into the heel and come back, getting a nice stretch in the back of the calf. Stretch. Last one here. Are we ready to switch legs? So take that right leg forward, the left leg comes back. That heel pushes down. Hands on the thighs, maybe one hand on the chair. Push in, open your heart, push down, hinge forward, hold, and come back. Push down into that heel, hold, and come back. 2 more. Push into that heel, hold, come back. One last one, push into the heel, hold. Nice job. Now let's keep the right leg out in front. Straighten it out so now the heel of my foot is on the ground and the toe is off. keeping the foot on my left side here. If it feels more comfortable to slide it out a little bit, that's fine. Little flow. We're going to reach here, kind of like a little rowing action, but take note that I'm not bending my spine. I'm just hinging forward. Now, if we want to add a little more, we can go slower and lift up. And again, and then slower and lift up. 2 more. Here we go. Reach, slow, and lift up. One last one. Reach. Nice. We're ready to do the other side. Same thing. Other leg. So now, right leg's in, heel of the left foot's out in front. Reach. Kind of like a row. Pull and reach and pull. 2 more. So my toe is up, trying to get some stretch in that. Now we're going to slow this down here. Reach and lift and back. And reach and pull it back. 2 more here. Reach and back. One last one. Lovely. And then widen that stance. So in this position, we got to slide back just a little bit more. Hinging forward from my hip. This might be enough for you to feel the stretch, and if that is, that's fine. And if you want to hold on to the chair, you can. Looking for a mild stretch in the groin. My goal is to have you to come to this position, pulling the abdominal muscles in, and then coming back up, hands slide back to sit tall. So we start here. Start here. If this is enough, stay here. If you can go here, come to here. Push the heels into the ground, and then bring yourself back. One more time. So it's either here or here. Hold. Nice. Coming back to center. Bring your feet together. Nice job. We're going to move into a hip flexor stretch by standing up. So remember I talked about that optional sit to stand. So from here, scoot your hips forward. You're going to hinge forward here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, come to your feet. Either hold your hands here or just here in front with the palms facing forward. Have a seat back into your chair. We're going to do that one more time. Ready? Hold. Now, if you're going to stay in your chair, I want you to take one leg out and lean back slightly while we stand up. So this is what you'll be doing. Lean back. Whereas those of us who are going to stand up, you're going to hinge forward, stand up tall, push your feet into the ground. This is how we're stretching your hips. If you're standing, stay there for a moment. If you're seated, what you're doing is you're leaning back to get a nice stretch, right? Alternating one leg versus the other, or maybe even both if that feels comfortable. I'm going to come back to that standing position. Great, just stay right there. And let's take a look over our right shoulder. Come back to center, look over your left shoulder. In the chair, you can do the same thing, looking over the shoulder, looking over the shoulder. We're going to come back down to that seated position. If you're seated, you're going to come to an upright seated position. We're going to push into our heels, sit the hips to aim as if the chair is right there, but it's not quite there yet. Have a seat and bring your legs together and just start to roll your shoulders out. Nice. So let's think back to the beginning. What do? We roll the shoulders out, right? Just nice and easy. We did some nice stretching today in an active way, meaning we stretched the body by creating movements that allowed the body to open up even though it was moving. So we were allowed to do that in a fashion that would allow our body to understand what it's like to be in a more elongated state, right? Right. So from here, let's widen the stance a little bit and let's go back to that Tai Chi Flow, right? So one hand on the water, the other hand on top, and I'm taking my thumb up on this one and I'm just going to cross here. Now switch, thumb up, comes across. I'm letting my eyes follow me. If any of you have ever taken a Tai Chi class, we do have some of those on our sessions. This is just such a nice, beautiful flow because you're focusing on your hand movements and it's very relaxing. That's what this does, just kind of relaxes you. One more each way. And come back. And then let's bring our hands to your chair, bring your feet together, and just do an easy step and a tap. Come back and a step and a tap. Still moving the body. I always want to reach a portion of our work to move the body even when we end. We have 2 more here. 1, and then 2. Great. And then we come back to the front, and let's scoop the arms up and bring it back down. Notice I reach straight, I bend and pull in. Straight arms up like scooping, bend and open. I reach, scoop, bend and open. Nice. 2 more. Reach, scoop, bend and open. 1 more. Last one here. Reach, scoop. Great. Take it out to the side, bring it in. 1 more, and then place your left hand on your right thigh and turn to face behind you. Come back to center. Place your right hand on your left thigh and turn. Come back to center. From here, just let your body stretch to your left, stretch to your right. 1 more. Great. Nice. And let's pause for a moment, placing your hands right here, and just take a moment to focus on what's going on in your torso. Are the shoulders down? Are the abdominals pulled in? Can you feel that? Is your weight evenly distributed on both sides of your hips? Feet planted on the ground? Do you feel like the crown of your head is moving towards the ceiling? You want to feel active. Sitting should not be an inactive event. Sitting should be very active. We should be able to feel all that activity going on from all those muscles working together, from the front to the back to the side, to the head being balanced on your head being bounced on your shoulders, to your shoulders staying away from your ears, to your feet planted firmly in the ground that you almost feel like you're pushing away. So you want to find that nice activity in that whole body. And then we'll take a deep breath, and as we exhale, let it go. So this is great to feel as a release, but when we're working throughout the day, we want to be very active. So find that active position, press your feet into the ground, shoulders drop, abdominals pulled in, right? Feet into the ground, press, feel all of that going on. Feel the activity in your body taking place. You don't feel like you're doing anything. You're feeling like everything is moving in your body. Take a breath. Let it go. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. It's always a pleasure to move with you. And we allowed your body to work in so many different ways today. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I look forward to moving with you again very soon. Have a great day.